Hi everyone. So it is Florida's rainy season right now, but today we are going to repot some plants that over here that I have. Somebody gave us some fruit trees, and I didn't have perlite at the time when I planted them, and the leaves are curling up, and it's making me think that they're just not getting good drainage with all this rain that we're getting. So we have a bucket here. That's a good shot. Okay. And we have a big bag of perlite here. So we're gonna take the soil out, repot them with some perlite and give them some good drainage. And that's about all we're doing. I think we have potatoes to harvest in the garden, but it's just way too wet. I know I'm supposed to wait when it's drier out, and I think that they're fine in the ground. So we're gonna go ahead and leave those. Tomatoes don't look too good this year. I'm gonna plant some more soon, as well as some cucumbers. We have one cucumber plant. We are getting cucumbers, and we are getting green peppers and jalapenos. I'm actually gonna make some for dinner tonight. So we are getting things out of the garden. I'm super grateful. We have some watermelon growing now as well. And yeah, I hope that you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for being here with us and seeing what we're up to. Today is Tuesday. It's the 25th of July. We're going on vacation in August, like the 19th. So school will have already started, but we homeschool, so it'll be fine. And we should have pretty empty beach, which is great. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get these bad boys repotted. And hopefully they perk up a little bit, because they are not liking all the rain with no drainage. We are making barbecue, bacon wrapped stuffed jalapenos and chicken wings, and they're in the air fryer. But these little things came out of the garden, and although they're small, they pack a punch. And I have a cut on my finger, so like, oh, Lord willing, oh, my hands are clean, they just don't look it. But oh man, these little things, they have a nasty bite to them, I tell you. Right. So I planted potatoes in here a long time ago. Wait for my kid to pass. I planted potatoes in here a while back, and they grew up, sprouted, and died back. So I'm wondering, what is this going on here? If there's more growing or what? All right, well, I guess I don't have potatoes. So yesterday I started some rosemary oil. Well, rosemary infused oil. And we have chocolate mint infusion and some more rosemary oil in this one. Hello there. So today is Thursday. We're just relaxing at home. I have all these lemon trees planted in these way too small pots, and since they're growing, a lot of these are growing really good, we're going to go ahead and move them into very big pots, and then the little ones are going to go into these deeper pots because they're in pots that are this size right now. So we're going to get them moved up in size, and we have some dirt mixed here with diatomaceous earth. I use the rest of my citrus fertilizer.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, baby. So I'll get some more this year. At the end of the year, they always mark it down, and that's when I stock up on all my fertilizer. And this is what we have going. I want to bring these aloes out there. I think I'm going to get some black tarps, black weed barrier stuff, and use cardboard underneath, black weed barrier, and then landscaping pins to hold stuff down and move these out there, because I have too many little trees over here, so that frees up a lot of space. And a lot of these lemon trees look amazing. I just stacked everything. We also have those too, and we have an avocado tree in there, but I just need to get everything moved out into the garden and potted up, and we're almost done. This is the lemon trees that we have left, almost. Sorry, there's orange trees in the garden that I need to get. No, you say excuse me. And these are the new growings here of lemon trees. So I need to let these get a little bit bigger, I think. And then I will do something with all these. And these are also orange trees. I had a ton of seeds in here. Looks like only 3 germinated, but we're happy with the 3. I have a couple more out there as well. I have a couple more out there as well. Shh. So I will get those moved out here and potted up as well. And then we'll be done. We're almost done. Oh, making progress though. Let's do it. Hi there. I'm about to die. All covered in sweat and water from the hose, but we got her done. So these all are ready to go. A few pieces of my elderberry bush broke from my chickens, so I tried to put in some honey, try and get it to reroot, and these need to go out to the garden, but I'm out of room already. I have so many plants over there already in pots that I'm out of room, and I want to take all my blackberries, the whole berry bush field over there. I want to take them all out of the ground and put them in pots, because I keep forgetting to water them. The weeds are just growing up too quick. I'd rather have them all in pots. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them out until we move to our forever garden, and then I'll make a good berry patch there. But it's a mess, but we're gonna slowly get this jungle out here under control that I call a garden, and see what we can get going for next year. So I hope you're having a great day. And today is Thursday. I think I said that already. So we're just doing things around the house. I got all that done that I've been wanting to do, and I've been putting off doing as well. I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to finish up with the orange trees out in the garden and any other lemon trees that need to be repotted. Maybe next year I'll be able to sell some. I'd like them to get a little bigger. Maybe sell them for 20 bucks a tree. But, well, 15. But anyways, alrighty, I hope you're having a good day, and we'll see you in a little bit. Good morning. So today is Sunday here at the Beast Berries homestead, and we are just getting some things done around the house. We had a birthday party here last weekend, so everybody's just kind of resting from that. But I wanted to show you that we did process all of our meat chickens, and we went ahead and processed all the roosters, because the roosters were getting outrageous with our hens, very aggressive, started attacking people, us and the kids. So we went ahead and got that taken care of. I did not record it, but I have some pictures that I'll insert into the video. But I just wanted to show you this because I have never, this is my first time raising my own meat chickens and processing them, meat birds. And my boyfriend has done it when he was way younger, like a kid. Him and his family did it a few times. He's probably done it a handful of times. That's it. So it had been many years since he had processed birds or anything like that. So this was our first time in a long time. But I've always heard that you're not really supposed to eat roosters, that the meat is tougher and it's not as good and this and that. But I was like, oh, it can't be that, that bad. So we went ahead and put our roosters in the freezer. And I want to show you the difference between the rooster meat and the hen meat, because it is a definite difference. And we are not going to be eating our roosters. We are going to use them for chicken stock. We're going to use them for chicken stock, but that's it. So let me show you the difference here. It was definitely harder it was harder to pluck the roosters and things than it was the hens. So obviously here's the rooster I've marked. We're going to use just the rooster's bones for chicken stock, because I did put all this money into feeding them. And so next year, the second we realize it's a rooster, that's it, it'll be gone. We won't even waste our time. But because we had already put our money into them this year, we did want to at least try to use them for chicken stock. And it took us 2 days to process these. It took way longer than we thought. We processed 17 chickens and 15 made it into our freezer here. So we do have a freezer full of chicken, which is great, but you can definitely see, here's the roosters, here's a hen, and here's another hen. And I mean, you can definitely visually see the difference between all three. So it's pretty crazy. Next time we'll just get rid of the roosters when we know that they're roosters, but I'm super excited. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super grateful. This is our first year raising our meat chickens, and it really wasn't that bad. I will say, for some reason, I buy my chickens and I bought my turkeys at different times, so I had different age groups, and that was incredibly annoying. I am still to this day picking up and moving the smaller turkey into a chicken area where the other ones can't get to him, because the bigger turkey won't quit trying to kill him. And honestly, I think he's so aggressive and territorial because the roosters, he had to be. We had 2 other big turkeys with the one that we currently have now, and the other 2 died. I think they were females. They were killed by roosters, and I think that's what happened, because they died within a day of each other, and it was all around the same time the rooster started jumping on the chickens and getting very territorial. So, the hens, but anyway, so I definitely will buy them all at the same age. I don't know why I do that, but we won't do that anymore. But yeah, I buy them all at the same time. When we get chickens and when we get meat turkeys again, I'll make sure we get them all at the same time. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. I don't think that we saved all that money, that much money. I didn't calculate. I know how much it is for all the chickens, for raising them and stuff, feeding them, but I haven't broke it down yet per chicken. So I still need to do that, but we're not really saving any money. We're really just knowing what's going into our chickens, which is worth it to me. And I did invest in an incubator this year, so that should mean that next year I can save more money, because I bought a lot of chickens that I should just be able to hatch out their eggs next year. And we're also going to get different chickens. We're going to get turkeys and try the chicken mixed with the turkey, because they're bred for that. These chickens are an okay size. The roosters were the biggest ones. They're probably all still between 5 and 6 pounds. And even the orange chickens were all roosters. A lot of them were roosters. And I couldn't tell they weren't growing or anything. But yeah, so the meat chickens are done, which is super relaxing. We just have our laying hens and then our meat turkeys, which we will process for Thanksgiving. We're trying to let them get a little bigger. But yeah, that's about it. Fun things going on over here. We're leaving for vacation in 3 weeks. I tried to harvest the potatoes out of the garden. I've never grown potatoes before, and I waited weeks before the previous potatoes flowered and died back. I've waited, it's been weeks since then because of all the rain, and I haven't harvested them, and I could not find any potatoes. They were all gross. A few of them were just starting to grow. There are some starting to flower up out there, or grow, not flower yet. So I'm just gonna wait on the potatoes. I'm not really sure what happened there, and the watermelon vine that's in the bed next to it is vining all through those beds, and I don't really want to dig it up and mess it up because it's covered in watermelons. So we're just gonna see. One bed isn't that covered in the watermelon vine, so I dug up most of that bed and I did not find any potatoes. But I know I planted a lot less potatoes in the second one than I did the first one. I literally just took all the potatoes in my house that started growing eyes and put them in the garden. So I don't have any money into the potatoes. But I was hoping to harvest some, but honestly, I didn't see any. So I'm gonna wait a few more days, think about it. I don't know that I want to tear up the entire bed because there's like 2 potatoes that are actually growing now. So maybe we'll get out there today and just get the whole bed except for where that one potato is growing, because I think it's too late for potatoes to be growing now anyways. It's the end of July. We're almost into August. It is like 92 to 95 degrees here during the day, and the humidity is just outrageous. So we've just been spending time in the water or in the house, crocheting, things like that. So July and June are not really our best days to be in the garden because it's just so hot and it's so overgrown out there, my jungle slash garden, that I have to figure out what to do in between the raised beds to keep stuff from coming up so that everything still gets the proper sunlight. But yeah, repotted a bunch of citrus trees. So I have a crap ton of citrus trees out there. I'm super excited and just super fun things. I hope you're having a great day. All right, bye-bye. Welcome to my jungle. I actually weed-eated this, but it's already starting to grow back. So definitely gonna need to figure out what to do to help. See, we got some tomatoes starting to grow. I had to pull a few of the tomato plants out because they just keep doing this. They just getting disgusting. I'm gonna plant a different kind of tomato plants next year, I think, because look at these. Like, why? No tomatoes, brown icky leaves, but no flowers. Look at this watermelon though. Oh. And we got one more over here. And one more amongst the weeds. Let's see, this tomato plant is just falling over. This pepper's sunburnt. Look at these. Oh, it's literally a jungle. Like, you can't even see the pineapple that's hiding over here. See? It's just crazy. All right. Hi, Mr. Turkey. Just a bunch of little peppers, but nothing ready to pick yet. The green beans are going crazy, but I don't see any green beans yet. I see a bunch more flowers, so maybe soon. It's crazy. Look at these green beans. They're vining all the way up here, but no fruit on them. It's crazy. All right. Hi, ladies. Did you follow me over here? You better go away. All right. I do believe this pepper is ready to pick. Like, we're going to pick this pickled pepper here. And this one. Yay. Let's see. We got one more that looks like a really good size. And maybe we'll let it get a little bigger. Look at all these peppers on here. I definitely recommend topping your pepper plants. Got a couple jalapenos ready to pick over here. All right. I actually remembered a basket today, so we'll put these in the basket. And let's go look around and see if we can find anything else. I'm gonna have to do something about this grass next year. Hey, look, another watermelon. Look at these tomato plants, like huge, but no fruit on them. Next year, we're gonna grow something different. I had potatoes in here. They died back, and I think I left them alone for too long. And this bed has a potato growing right there. It hasn't flowered yet. And hopefully we'll get it soon. Let's see. There's a couple tomatoes here. I do believe. I don't know. I'll give them a little bit longer to ripen, I guess. But I haven't really been picking any tomatoes because they rot before I can get to them. So, oh, look at this. This watermelon vine is growing out of this bed, but it's literally all the way down there. I love growing watermelon. It tastes so good, but it vines so intensely. Oh, I think I found a little, overgrown cherry tomato. Here, guys. Oh, there's another watermelon back there. hiding. So yeah, the tomatoes are growing, but they're not really putting off fruit like I would like. There's another watermelon. Oh my God, there's another one. See, I have tomatoes in here too, but they're just not. See, they just keep doing this. We're gonna amend the beds really good before next year. I'm gonna put the chickens out in here. I'm gonna have to pluck these. These are wild marigolds growing, and this is just too intense. Oh gosh, look at the size of this thing. There we go. Literally a tree with not a single marigold flower on it. Wow, look at the sweet potatoes. These had tomatoes, but it's like all jacked up. I can't wait to spend the time when it cools off to work on this. But see, again, huge tomato plant. Got a few flowers, but nothing too serious yet, so we'll wait and see what comes. Well, this looks like a beauty bush. Oh shit, it's attached to the damn... Oh, I guess that's how I broke the other one. Dang. That's a little unfortunate. Rosemary bush looks great. More tomato plants. Tomatoes, parsley. See the little tomato plant. That one's all the way back there. Let's take a second and weed some of this out from around the base of this plant. Okay. This one too. Look at that. No flowers. This bed I emptied and weeded. Oh, this is my son's bed. Got a couple tomatoes. Wow. Look at these tomato plants. Gotta get him a tomato cage. Well, my son would have a pretty good tomato harvest if we had gotten out here regularly, so we'll have to do that. I'm gonna have to fix that plant. Look at all these sweet potato vines. This is just all sweet potatoes now. There we go. Oh, look at that sweet baby. Got another one. Okay. Looks pretty awesome. A couple butternut squash. These were planted way later than that watermelon plant that just sprouted up by itself. So, I don't know if they're gonna do quite as good as the other stuff. So we got a few more watermelon. This watermelon vine right here, but I don't see any watermelon on it yet. So, super glad that we have a nice spontaneous watermelon vine. Wow, look at this. Lemon tree is coming back pretty nice. A little fig tree. A fig tree. Got a few potential tomatoes here soon. Peach tree. Ooh, it's a little messy. Banana trees. These are actually oriental banana trees. Bought these from Walmart years ago. Like 6 years ago. They've never produced food. And this is as big as they get. Like, sometimes they'll get up to here throughout the year, but then they die off. These are fruiting banana trees, and they will grow 3 times as big as these in just one season. So they definitely do their job. That's for sure. Okay. Oh, I gotta get out here, put some time in to this jungle. Oh, wow. Look at the cucumber I missed. Oh, I'm so glad I walked this way. Oh, that is perfect. We now have 3 cucumbers in the house. So I'm going to make something yummy. Some sort of salad tonight with dinner. Oh, I'm so glad I saw that. That would have sucked to miss because it would have turned yellow and then the whole plant would have died soon. So, ooh. Nothing crazy this year, but this is more than I've ever grown. And every year I grow more and more things and new things. So this year I grew that butternut squash. That's the first year I've ever grown that. I actually got a yellow squash out of the garden this year for the first time ever. I did not get any green zucchini, just the yellow squash. But I did grow the plant, so that was awesome. It almost probably would have fruited if I would have planted them earlier. So that's exciting. Never grown those before. I also planted potatoes this year for the first time. Haven't harvested any yet, but that was my own fault. I had it in my head that I had to wait to harvest the potatoes until it was like dry outside because they are supposed to cure, and it's been raining every day nonstop all day in Florida. So every day. So I was like, oh man, for like the last 3 weeks a month. And so I was like, man, kept waiting. The potatoes flowered. They grew, they flowered, they died back. And I just kept waiting and waiting, thinking they would be okay in the dirt. And they like rotted and fell apart. So definitely pick your potatoes when they're ready. So that would have been my first harvest of potatoes. But I think we're still going to get some because there is another potato out there growing right now. So I'm going to wait for its flower, die back, and then I will harvest it immediately regardless of if it's raining or not. So yeah, I've mostly really ever grown tomatoes and cucumbers. And the first year I was gardening, I did not know when to pick cucumbers. So I just kind of left them. And it turns out you have to pick them when they look the best. Obviously, they vary in size and shape a lot of times, but you want to pick them before they start to turn yellow on the end that's attached to the vine or the other end, one of their ends. You want to make sure that the cucumber doesn't have any time to turn yellow while it's on the plant, because if it does, the plant will die back and it will die. And I did not know that. So the first year I grew cucumbers, I had a crap ton of cucumbers. They were all ready to pick and I didn't pick them. So they turned yellow on the vine and then the vine died. Otherwise I would have had a ton of cucumbers. So first year with cucumbers. I've got 3 so far, which is super exciting. I'm going to start some more plants here soon. I just love growing my own food. It's so addictive. It's just really, it's very fun. But sometimes it can be hard with the kids and life. And I also work part-time and things like that. So sometimes it's easier just to sit and chill than get out there and get it done. But anyways, my plan for the garden, I think what we're going to do is we're going to slowly start accumulating some black tarp. I don't know if we're going to use weed barrier. I want something a little thicker. So I think like a black tarp is going to work better, but we'll see. The weed barrier probably will be a little cheaper. But anyways, my plan is to put cardboard down and then put a layer of the black weed barrier or black tarp, whatever, in between all the raised beds. And maybe put mulch on top. If not, just the cardboard and the weed barrier hopefully will kill it. And then over the years, if I just need to put more cardboard on top and, you know, layer it to keep the weeds from growing. But that's what we're going to do for now. Because we are renting, it kind of affects how we set the garden up. Because obviously I don't want to leave this behind for the renters. We're going to take the fence back with us because it was like $300. But other than that, we're leaving stuff. I used this wood that's falling apart, so that's not going anywhere. So I want to try and keep it affordable and as close to like under $100 or $100 as we can get it, to kind of maintain the jungle, because when we move to our property, we're going to put in our permanent garden area. Obviously, we just want something temporary. I do have a black tarp out there right now that is housing all my plants on pots. And as you can see, all the weeds are growing up like crazy. It doesn't really seem to be affecting it. So I was hoping, like, there's no weeds growing through the black tarp, but they're growing around it like crazy. So I was thinking if I do cardboard underneath and the black tarp on top, that should help alleviate some things, because my berry patch out there is just, you can't see hardly anything. It's just buried. So I think I'm just gonna have to go out there and pull all the berry bushes out of the ground, put them into pots, and leave them on black tarps on the side, along with all my fruit trees like I've been doing. I'm just keeping everything over there because I'm getting tired of planting stuff here, because this is not where we're staying, obviously. So so that it makes it a little tricky. So we're doing pots right now. I'm gonna pull some things out, but it's the end of July. Like, it is not the time to be out here working hard and putting in 3 hours in this. I don't want to have a heat stroke. So you have to be tedious. You have to be careful. I think next month is going to be the best time. Like, there's nothing I can do about it growing and doing all this crap right now. Nothing. It's not going to matter. I'm going to have to wait until it cools off, and because I don't have the materials. So unless I can get out there and get it all done in one day and cover it, it's not going to matter. It's just going to keep growing through. So I'm going to have to leave it alone. I'm so sad. I love these carnivorous plants. I literally love these. It was doing so good, and now all of a sudden it's dying on me, and I don't understand why. This one looks okay-ish. This one looks okay-ish, but dude, like, why do you keep dying on me? Let me pick that one off. There we go. I'm gonna put some distilled water in there for them. But yeah, I hope you're having a great day. Just a quick peek at the garden, a few things to pick out of there for a little snack. Get off the porch, little girl. Go. Come on, just get off the porch. Crazy chicken. But yeah, I hope you're having a great day. I'm gonna get my kids up. Today is Monday. And so we're gonna go swimming today. We have a house to clean tomorrow. So I wanna do something fun and get them out of the house today. So I hope you're having a great day, and we will see you later. We'll see you next time here on Bees to Berries. Okay, bye.